What's up, guys? It's your boy. Back with a video. This video is gonna be a little bit more educational rather than gameplay. VMware. So the VMware is this right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my Google Chrome, and you can put VMware. And let's go just right here, regular. You're gonna want to go to, well, let's just put download. So we can go to download. You see www.vmware.com. You want to click that. So once you're here, you're gonna want to download for free, whether it's Windows or you want to download whether it's Linux. I have Windows, as you guys can currently see. So I downloaded this one. I'm not gonna download it right now because I already have it installed. It's just gonna take up space for no reason, as you guys can see here. Once you guys have that installed, I will leave a link down in the description below if you guys would like me to. Once you guys have that installed, you can open it, run it. As you guys can see here, I have no virtual machine set up. So before I start showing you guys any guides on how to set up your virtual machine, what a virtual machine is, you have a computer inside of another computer. So what you guys can see in, other than the VMware, is my actual main desktop. I game on this, I mine on this. Well, I don't really mine, I was just mining to play around with it, but it's my main computer. Now whether you're hacking, you just want to download random stuff on the internet and you're just worried about catching viruses, you would want a VMware, which is a virtual machine. That's what VM means. Virtual machine. You want that, so if you download a virus, you can always delete the it's basically adding another OS into your system. So for example, I'm running Windows 10 right now, as you guys can see. I will be clicking this, create new one, and I will go to browse. I'm gonna go to downloads. Where's my downloads? Right here. And I'm gonna download Linux. I already have it downloaded. I will also leave a link in the description down below if you guys are interested in downloading this exact Linux. Um, but without further ado, let's click that. Let's click next. I'm gonna put that it is a Linux software. It is this one right here. You want to click this. You want to make sure it's the right version, that the VMware is able to read it and recognize it. Right here, you can select, as you guys can see here. So what VMware does, is you sharing your resources. So as you guys can see here, I have two hard drives installed, well, two SSDs installed in my computer, and then I have an external hard drive also installed in my computer. So I don't know if you can share this one, but I know for a fact you can share these two. So this is a 1 terabyte SSD right here, and it'll work. So like it shares the resources. So if I click Task Manager and I open up my resources and move it to the center, you guys can see I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have an 8-core processor, my AMD Ryzen 7, and then I have, of course, my three hard drives or SSD, and then I got my GeForce RTX 2070. And with that being said, you can share resources. So everything I just showed you here, we can share. So when it says this right here, you want to select how much memory you want. So you want minimum 10 gigs. So what that means is, out of the 1 terabyte, it'll take 10 gigs just for this operating system. To download games, you only have 10 gigs to download games. Of course, 10 gigs minus the OS software. So let's just click 10 gigs. I'm gonna do 10 gigs just to play it safe, and then we can customize our hardware. So this is the hardware they have already set up. I can click customize, and then we have RAM. They were gonna give us less than 1 gig of RAM. So since I have 32 gigs, which is what it's telling me is my maximum, it's recommended. Okay, so I'm gonna put let's put 4 gigs, right? I got it. Why not? I'm gonna put, for cores, let's put quad core, use half of that. We're gonna enable both of this. And then, is there anything else? Display, auto detect, accelerate 3D graphics. So what this means is that it'll be able to use my graphic card as well. So since I have an 8 gig, it's gonna want to use the 8 gig, but let's bump it down to 4 gigs. Just to be safe. And I think that's everything. So we got quad core, we got the 10 gigs right there, 4 gigs of RAM. All right, so everything looks good. Once you have set that up, you're gonna wanna, there you go. It's all set up. You just click next, and then all I have to do next is just play virtual machine. Give it a second, it'll run, and there you go. How do I make this bigger? This is the following downloads of VM. Download VM2 requires advanced feature. Alright, so yes, download and install. I mean, you're going to want to do this because you're going to use your keyboard, you're going to use your mouse. Again, you are sharing resources. This is a safe way to download random stuff on the internet. Of course, you still want to be careful what you download. If you have an Intel processor inside your gaming rig, which I do not, as you guys saw earlier, I have AMD, you will be able to install Mac OS on a Windows computer. Alright, Control Alt. Let's make this bad boy full screen. Alright, so now we're back into the computer. You can always do this full screen. There is a way to take the bar out of the top. I don't know how to do it, but there you guys go. Now it is running as if you just bought a new computer or built a new computer if you're like me and you build your own computers. There we go. It's acting as if it's installing this for the first time, which it is in retrospect for this VMware. As you guys have seen, I created it, but there you guys go. We have an actual OS running in another operating system. So I can click home. Let's see what this does. This is actually the very first time I'm using Linux. I do want to learn how to use Linux, as I am. I mean, I want to get into a little bit of everything. So just why not? Just why not do it? This is also a perfect way, because I, back in the day, used to think if I wanted another operating system, I would need a whole nother computer to install the operating system on, or at least swap out the hard drives. Have one hard drive with Windows installed, swap that out, have another hard drive with Linux installed. But that is no longer the case. If you are a coder, or you learning how to hack, or you just want to go on the internet and download, torrents or whatever it is you want to download, and make sure you don't want to get anything damaged, because you can break this. Ultimately, you can download a virus and it'll affect just this OS. So if that ever happens, you can simply back out, delete it, and reinstall the whole OS. You can back this up as well as if it was a regular computer. Next, you're going to want to put boom, we have it right here. You want to click here. This will be it. You're going to click downloads. You are going to want to download this one, as this is the one I am running. I'm not sure if this one will work. I am running the live version, the 64-bit. You can always check what's your operating system simply by clicking this PC, or if you don't have the shortcut like I do, put system information. And once this opens up, it'll tell you everything. OS, everything. Manufacturer, system manufacturer. You see system type, x64 base PC. So this PC is a 64-bit PC. You either have 64-bit or you have a 32-bit. You can't have anything in between. If you do have this PC, which is not really hard to end up getting, you can just open it, and then you can just put right here system properties, and this is an easier way to show you. It says addition, I am running Windows 10 Pro, as you guys can see here, and then it'll just tell you right here, system type 64-bit operating system, x64 base processor. I really don't know the difference between 64-bit and 32-bit. I'm guessing it has something to do with the coding. So when you go here back to Linux, it says it right here, 64-bit. In my case, this is the one I downloaded. If you are 32-bit, you're gonna want to download this one right here, Cal Linux 32-bit live, and then you want to make sure this is the version 2020.4. This is 2.8 gigs, and then this one is 3.3. So you can already see the 64-bit uses more space. Maybe it has extra coding in it. Maybe the coding used for the 32-bit was more sufficient. Maybe there was additional coding needed to run 64-bit. Who knows? Not me. But yeah, as soon as you guys do that, just download it. I'll leave the links in the description down below. You can open up VMware. It is free. I can create a new one. And that's it. I can just keep doing this over and over again. I can go here, click it, and I can put remove, delete from disk. There we go. And it says, are you sure you want to delete the virtual machine? And it will delete everything. It says permanently. Remember, you delete it, wow, it's gone. Then you just create a new one and you just repeat the process all over again. Click that. I'm already in downloads. This is where it's going to be when you download it. This is the AMD 64-bit. You click that, click next. You want to make sure it says Linux. You want to make sure it says other. And then here you go, virtual machine name. I could put JJ as my YouTube name. Of course, it's not spelled the same way. Again, use the links as I am using the links, and I do have my Windows Explorer, my Windows security right here. It says no actions needed to be taken. I did run an antivirus. These are virus free, so please, 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 please be safe. You don't want to do this the wrong way. You don't like, look, it works. And then I can go right over here. I could either switch user, save. Again, this is the first time I'm using Linux. I don't know if Linux actually looks like that in real life, if you was to install it in a whole nother operating system. But there, I had shut it off. See, there we go. See, I can now upgrade it to 16 gigs of RAM. I can go back to here. I can change this to quad core, enable both of this. So now we have 16 gigs of RAM, which is saying 13.9 gigs of RAM, 4-core processor. You can always, I don't know if you can upgrade this. There you go, expand. And there, look at that. Put 12 gigs, expand. There you guys go. Look, 12 gigs right there. Then we can go here, accelerate. I did not put a graphic card in here, so I can either put, look at this, I could put 4 gigs, 4 gigs of RAM. Specify monitor. I can run this all the way to 4K. You can put 1080p. There you go, right there, 1080p with 4 gig graphics. And click OK. Now everything has updated right here. You see I got the 13.9 gigs of RAM. We can run this. Remember, this is a computer in a computer. So the VMware, this whole operating system, it's basically you have your computer parts, and your computer's like, hey, let's make a box and put another computer inside that box. So this is a computer inside the box of the VMware. And this computer doesn't know it's sharing components with another computer. This thinks it's the only computer around. So let's go to settings. Let's go to settings manager. Alright, let's go to Windows Manager, workspaces, display. Let's go to display. Oh, that's why. So we're running this resolution. Where's my 1080p? Did I pass it? Yep. Nope. Can it run on 1080p? I don't think it can. I think this is the closest it'll get. Run that. Alright, there we go. So I just figured out how to make this bigger.